All right, so President Trump jiu-jitsu aims to bankrupt and starve the Iranian regime. That's the subject of the riff. So the Iranians wouldn't give up their uranium enrichment or dismantle their enrichment facilities or hand over their already enriched uranium. So President Trump turned the tables, applied some Trumpian jiu-jitsu, and put a U.S. naval blockade on the Strait of Hormuz that will be enforced in the Gulf of Oman. Now, I'm not sure anybody yet knows how all this is going to go down, but at least beginning today, here's what U.S. CENTCOM had to say. And I'll quote, "Any vessel entering or departing the blockaded area without authorization is subject to interception, diversion, and capture. The blockade will not impede neutral transit passage through the Strait of Hormuz or from non-Iranian destinations." All right, end quote. To my way of thinking, what that means is anybody that does business with Iran are going to have their ships blockaded. And if the Iranian motorboats take pot shots at our Navy, we will obliterate them, just the way we did with all those Venezuelan drug boats. To a large extent, Mr. Trump has adopted the Venezuelan model. Iran sells no oil, makes no money, therefore can't disperse any money they don't have, and the U.S. takes de facto control over the whole Persian Gulf area. So take a listen to what the president had to say on all this.
It's called all in and all out. We think that numerous countries are going to be helping us with this also, but we're putting on a complete blockade. We're not going to let Iran make money on selling oil to people that they like and not people that they don't like or whatever it is. It's going to be all or none. I predict they come back and they give us everything we want.
Well, all right. I say good to all that. That was on Maria Bartiromo's Sunday show. Then there's the question of when will Iran go completely bankrupt? Some quick numbers from several sources, including Tip Insights and Foundation for Defense of Democracies. So, over 90% of Iran's nearly $110 billion in annual trade transits the Persian Gulf. Crude oil alone earning $139 million per day before the war started. Petrochemicals, another $54 million per day. So at $435 million a day lost in revenues, that comes to $159 billion over a year. Now, that $159 billion loss is roughly 50% more than the entire Iranian budget, which comes to about $100 billion, more or less $100 billion. So it's a 50% loss greater than their whole budget. So when does bankruptcy come into play? Well, I don't really know yet. According to sources, onshore oil storage in Iran begins to top out in about 13 days. So that means the infrastructure will be shutting down, and that's going to cause permanent damage. Now, whether this economic obliteration will bring Iran back to the negotiating table, well, remains to be seen. There's a couple of two very bad Iranian IRGC crazies that seem to be leaders right now, if I get their names right, Mojtaba Vahedi and Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf. So I wouldn't be so sure about any benevolent regime change. The big question is, how long will it take to starve them out? And that's the riff.